Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. Look a bit different this morning. No glasses and a beanie hat because I was actually cooking, and I'm after this about 11 o'clock. I'm off for a lovely walk to Paulsden Lacey, which can be great. So no glamour so much as this morning. It's my Sunday look. So hopefully everyone is really well, which is great. So excellent, all there already, and here we go. It's a lovely, gorgeous day. I was in the garden yesterday for about 3 hours weeding, which was good fun. So aching a bit today. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you? You all right?
All right. How are you?
Yeah, really good, really good. I was just saying, just off, ready later to go for a nice walk to Paulsden Lacey and back.
Ooh,
so
I'm a
yeah.
bit jealous.
Yeah, it's lovely. We're very lucky where we live because just up the road, I mean, about 2 minutes away, we're Denby's Vineyard, which is just
perfect.
beautiful. So yeah, so I thought nice long walk today. So if you could introduce yourself and tell us what you make and sell.
So I'm Maddie, and I run Also The Bison. So I'm an illustrator, and I produce basically any product that I can illustrate on. So behind me, we've got my notebooks, which are my best sellers. I do greetings cards. I do everything up to silk scarves, pouch bags, trays, earrings. You name it, I'll do it. I have a big focus on ethical production and sustainability. So almost everything I make is made in the UK. And if it's not, it's made in Sweden. And it's all made from natural and recycled materials.
Fantastic. Love it. And so why did you set up your business? And one thing that we're all dying to know, how did you come up with your business name?
Yeah, it's always the tricky one. I hope everybody's sitting comfortably because that's a long story.
Go for it.
Why I set up my business, I used to work in the fashion industry. So that was a big thing for me, working alongside and seeing the way that production worked, the large factories, the standards that were used. And I became really disillusioned with it. So when I left, I knew I wanted to do something where I was doing something creative and I could put something good into the world that people could shop without feeling like, oh God, who made this? Were they paid enough? Where did this come from? And so I'm really passionate about making products that do no harm to the environment or to the people who make them. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
And as for my business name, I think with a lot of people, you apply for something. When I started my business, I was applying for a craft fair. That's how I got started doing craft fairs. Love doing craft fairs. And they were like, "Oh, what's your business name?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't got one. My name isn't that unusual. There's a lot of Maddie Chamberses on Facebook." I was like, "I can't use that." And my best friend and I have her favourite animals, a bison, and she has a bison cuddly toy, and I loved it, and I bought a matching one. Hers is called Heinrich, mine is called Also Heinrich, so he's also the bison. And as I was setting up the business, in it went into the form, and here we are.
I love that inspiration. I just pluck something out of and there it is. But it's nice. It means something.
Yeah, when I started, I didn't do that many animal-based products. Of course, now it's entirely what I do, and I should have really seen that coming based on, childhood Beanie Baby collections and all that. But so it fits with the animal theme better than I could have expected.
Excellent. I love it. And so whereabouts are you based, and where is your kind of workspace?
I'm based up in Sutton, so north of where you are on the far perimeter of London. It's a lovely grey little town. I'm based, this is my studio. It used to be a garage on the side of my parents' house, so they are very good letting me stay here, create from the edge of the house.
Yeah. Fantastic. And have you a favourite item to create, and why have you chosen that?
Here's one I made earlier and all that. This is my current favourite. This is one of my trays.
Yes.
So they're made from birchwood. These are my only product I make in Sweden, because they don't produce birchwood trays anywhere in the UK. And I wanted to make sure that it was as sustainable as possible. And they go in the dishwasher. They're super practical. I just think they're gorgeous. They're great for taking out into the garden for a cup of tea. And I think you just get so much design for your. I just love them.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're great. I mean, that's why one of the reasons I kind of chose you as well because of your, you know, what you do there. You take your artwork and you put it onto lots of different things, which is great. And that's what lots of other people do. So, you know, sometimes of what you make, it might be, well, actually there's other people that do earrings and bits, but yours is unique to what you make, isn't it? You know, your illustration goes on to lots of different things.
Yeah, so I mean, it all starts off with my own watercolor illustrations, and oh, somebody's saying they worked in McDonald's in Sutton. Hi.
That's Renee.
I know it well. Sorry, I used to spend all my lunchtimes. Yeah, I just love making things, and anything that I can, put my illustrations on. I just find it so fun, and I think you can have like so many bright things to brighten up your home and your desk, and just a little bit of joy.
Cool. Yeah, and I really like the look of the scarves as well. That's something very different that other people haven't got, which is really lovely, isn't it? You're sporting one there in your hair. Is that what yours?
So I've got one of my little miniature ones in my hair, which are the ones I designed. They're my personal favourites. They're sort of ones I designed for me. I love having a little scarf in my hair. But yeah, I do all the way up to 136 centimeters squared ones. So somebody's saying show something. Should I get a scarf?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So this is one of my big ones.
Wow, it goes with your. I love it because it goes with your tray. It's brilliant, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to say it was pre-planned, but the butterflies are always at the top.
That's gorgeous.
So this is one of the big ones. Again, these are all produced in the UK. And yeah, they're really something that I started off with. Silk scarves were the first thing I made because I came out of fashion. And yeah, so they're my baby product.
Fantastic. And the fact is as well that you're wearing it and people go, oh, I love that. And then you go, here we go, it's for sale. There we go. Dapper Suave kind of do that. We'll have a bow tie or something on, or a pocket square, and oh, I like that. There it is for you to buy.
You've got to wear your. Well, I mean, not only have you got to wear your stuff, I like to wear my stuff. I make it because I want to wear it. So
that's a really good. Yeah, exactly. And I think as well, when Dapper Suave, when we're choosing our fabrics, which we love, you know, at the moment I was saying today, we've got some brand new fabrics to make some stuff, but we just really get excited about fabric. It's really, but I know that we're not alone with this passion and love for colours, which is really great, isn't it? So it's probably there. Have you been working on anything new this year at all?
So launching this week.
Yes. Ooh,
if I get all the photography done in time, I've got,
fantastic.
so you can see my notebooks behind me. They're my bestseller. They're little 36-page plain notebooks. And since I started my business, everybody's been going, oh, I like them, but do you do them with lines?
Right. Yes. Brilliant.
So coming this week, I've actually finally got lined notebooks.
Yep.
They're double the thickness of my plain ones. So you can see for thickness.
Yep.
So they've got lots and lots of lovely pages, and they just feel really nice, and I'm really excited to get them out into the world.
And it's really nice because once, you know, you're listening to your customers. And, you know, personally myself, I love a notebook, but it has to be lined, because once you start writing, then you look at it and it's like, you know, you can't kind of write straight. It looks, you know, even when you've got a notebook and you're writing notes, it always looks nice that it looks nice as well, if that makes sense. Which more sort of the plainer ones are more sort of doodling things, isn't it? And I know that I know a lot of people like to write their lists. I'm constantly, I've got lists going here, there and everywhere. So, so we have an ethos about customer service, which is about being friendly, creative and unique. Is there a kind of ethos saying or something that you work with?
I'm not sure if there's a particular ethos. I agree with all of that. I mean, customer service, I think when you're an individual, and I mean, that means everything, because you're the person who's behind it. You want your customers to be having a, I mean, you care so much about your product. You care so much about your customer, because it's that personal thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm just I've already mentioned it, but I'm obsessed with sustainability, and I'm obsessed with color, and yeah, it's just trying to create something good in the world, I guess. But equally, I'm an illustrator rather than like a political activist. So.
And the sustainability is so important to everyone I talk to. It's one of the things that everyone talks about, and even like now when sort of sort of developing things and whatever, really looking into making sure it's recyclable and things like that. I mean, there was I was going through the other week, I had a load of like business cards that I put into like a little folder, and there were some of them I couldn't physically rip them up because they had the plastic coating on them and things like that. And I was like, oh, really kind of that kind of thing, isn't it? Can really, put people off, because it's about the sustainability that we all need to do our bit. And, the whole recycling of things, I've got tins out there that I'm going to put plants in and all sorts of stuff that, it's just really, it's really, really important. I think I do believe in that. So what are your goals and dreams for this year?
Well, I think it would be nice. One of the things I would love to do is move out and get my own space, my own studio space. I'm starting to get a little bit congested in here with how much stock I have. Yeah. So yeah, that I think, but I mean that's quite a big goal. Other than that, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Sure. I just love it. I was really fortunate to grow so much. I mean, shockingly, quitting my part-time job because I couldn't go there anymore during the pandemic and focusing on my business full-time actually really helped. Possibly should have seen that sooner.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Talking to so many people about, the redundancy and things, and then almost like this is now my career. And, I think more than anything now, with doing what I'm doing, this is now my career. I am now self-employed, and I am putting everything into it to bring these events, to make them successful and make them, and also going back a little bit of how we did things. Things have changed now. Things have totally changed, as in I have a brand, French Connection, brand ambassador. I am now an ambassador of my own brand. And, I want to make sure that everyone understands that totally. And, so the little things of, can you fill a form in? Because I want you to fill a form in and you haven't done it. It's almost like, but you need to do this because I have 70 businesses that I'm dealing with. And if I'm waiting on those people, then it stops me then doing what I want to do, because I've got deadlines that I want from everyone. So as long as they do that, then it's fine. Because, the next bit is obviously with June is to put it all together. And then, that's, 41 businesses. It's like doing the wedding planning, it's a bit like that. Yeah, don't put them next to them and, blah, blah, blah. And, or they might chat. So we don't want that happening. But, it's, we want people to chat, but that all happens before and sort of after as well. It's the chatting to the customers that I believe is more important, and you lot selling your products. There we go. Who is your support network?
Well, I mean, I guess living at home. My parents are really supportive. I'm really lucky as well. All my friends are. I Skype my friends once a week, and they have a better idea of what I've got in stock than I do. It's insane. I'm like, oh, I think I have something with cats on. They're like, no, you don't, Maddie. You sold out of that last over Christmas. And I'm like, oh, actually, I think you're right. And my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, who came traipsing around all the shops with me last week trying to sell my products, which was just above and beyond. Yeah, I'm really lucky that everybody's been really, really supportive of it. So
And do you with your products as well, are you in sort of shops as well? Is that what you do? One or two. So I'm actually my products are at Jersey Zoo, so that's a big one. I've got a shop down in the Falkland Islands called Bluff Cove, who do penguin tours. So all my penguin stuff's down there. There's a little shop down in Worthing called Heavy Gretel, a place in Wales. But yeah, it's something I'm working towards trying to get more of a local presence, particularly. I think it'd be really nice for me to have somewhere in Surrey that stocked my stuff. So that's the goal at the minute. So. And that's something that I am kind of working on. There's people that I'm talking to as well about. And also I will be contacting everyone just to sort of where their products are, because I keep saying as well that, we become this pop-up shop and, you come along, but afterwards it's still about supporting you guys, where you can find, where you are. And I love it sometimes when I've been in the most random little shops or something, like, oh my God, look, there's, and they're in that shop.
Yeah.
I think, and I think I really want to get out there, and I'm working with different people who stock who are in shops as such, and then, you know, shouting out about them as well, all sort of working together. I'm really kind of making sure that that's what we're about, of, you know, as I keep going on about the community, not competition, but it's so important as well.
Absolutely.
And then it gets them into that shop to see your products and other products, and it all links in there as well, isn't it? Or to go online as well and buy your products. But also it's a great way to actually go and look at them and see them. Oh, that's what it looks like, to feel the silk, to look at the colours, and then, you know, and then maybe then go online and buy it. So, you know, that I think is really important. So events you're doing this year with Curated by Dapper Suave are?
So far I'm booked for June, and I'm very excited.
If
you'll have me for anything else, I'll be right.
Yeah.
I know it's early in the year.
You know, as we say as well, you know, we are full for the rest of the year, you know, and also that is very much, if anyone is to cancel, then in that category as well, then that's where we would contact the people. So, you know, there are people that didn't get onto other events and bits. That's because the Curated, I keep, you know, saying it, we have curated the events to give it a great selection, so that when the customers return, they might come in and go, oh, where's such and such? But, you know, that's your job then to say when they'll be next. And, you know, you can just shout, I'm just here for June, you know, so that people kind of know that, because, you know, they might go, well, you're back here the next 4 events, but that's not how it's working. There's a big variety, which is really, really good, isn't it?
And I want to come shop all the others, so that's great for me, because when you're behind your stall, you want to shop, but people are on the other side, and you're like, can't get over there and buy things because I've got to sell. Yeah,
and that happens once we all got set up. Sometimes it's that crazy bit before, people just going in and running around and buying things, which is really good. Another thing that I do as well, which probably people aren't aware, the new people, is I have a little badge, and it will say Curated by Dapper and Suave. I've always done a little badge, and what that badge is, it's almost like a Blue Peter badge, but also it then defines who you are, that you're part of the Curated, and also so that when you go to other stallholders, even if you were to whiz over, they know that you are another stallholder, and, you know, so it's, so here I am, you know.
That's exciting. I love badges.
Yeah, and I always believe in as well, and I've seen it where, you know, at events or something, and there'll be stallholders going to other and they kind of ignore them. I was like, but they're still your customers. We're all, you know, we all buy from each other, you know, and I think that's really important. So yeah, badges, that's on my list to do, some brand new ones as well. And don't lose them all like they did last year. You have them and then you have to wear them again, otherwise you get smack wrist. There was a few that lost them. They know who they are. So why did you choose to work with Curated by Dapper Suave?
Well, I mean, I know we talked about this before, but you put a call out in one of the local groups that I'm in, and I literally saw your logo and saw your name and was like, well, that sounds like my cup of tea.
Yes.
So it was an instant thing that Curated. Yeah. I mean, that's the most important thing with craft fairs. I know we discussed it, and you were saying, I mean, you need to make sure the right people are next to each other. That's such an important thing. And we talked to your ethos when we chatted on the phone. I know we were talking about, and I think you really understand how a craft fair, what works and what. So I'm really excited to take part. But yeah, I just think your entire brand, logo, ethos, visual thing just sits very well with mine, with Also The Bison. And I was like, finally a really, really good fit that I can just go straight in and hit. And I mean, this is the first time I think I'll be doing a craft fair where I haven't visited it beforehand, because it's my rule that I have to visit first to make sure. So I was just really impressed. Well, and I'm so excited to be selling in person.
Yeah, and actually it's really weird, because there are some people I contacted and they were like, well, what I'll do is I'll come along to the June event and see how it is. But it's like, you could do that, but actually there's no space left after that. So, you know, that it was that chance to do June, and then they were like, well, I want to come and see how it is. So I'm almost, you know, it's a lot of people taking a punt on what we're doing and believing in me and what I'm trying to achieve, which I think is important. So, you know, afterwards they come along and go, wow, this is what I'm, you know, want to be involved in. I'm sorry, but, you know, you can't. And I've kind of said that, you know, so, you know, snooze, you lose, isn't it? And I knew when you contact well, it was the name, also the bison, the colours, the quirkiness. I thought, yeah, you're going to fit in just great. I think people are going to really, really like your products. I know for one that I like it already. There's some really great colours and bits, which is lovely. There should be more colour in life, shouldn't there? I think we all agree on that. So yeah, there we go. All done. That's it. So everyone can now enjoy the rest of their Sunday. Hopefully you're all up to lots. Like I say, I'm going for a lovely walk to Paulston Lacey and back, and then probably sit in the garden
have a nice time.
with a few drinks. I made cannelloni for this afternoon, so I'm all prepared. And then we're back tomorrow with Dana and House from House on the Green. So we'll be chatting to them tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Somebody said the other day they said I was like a little Terry Wogan. I don't know if to take that as a compliment.
I think you should. I can't believe you're doing an interview every day at 10 a.m. Must be exhausting.
I think I'd be more complimented of being something like Graham Norton, that established kind of grey-haired look. Terry Wogan, I'm not Irish, so there we go. But I get what they were saying. Or
I think Graham Norton wants to be a Terry Wogan, so I think it's a compliment.
And actually saying that, it's because I do go back and watch these and learn, and sometimes I go, oh God, I was talking too fast or slowing things down and whatever. So Graham Norton, I think the way he kind of, the way he interviews, I just love it because he kind of, the question. So I do watch his show and I do kind of learn, oh, actually, yeah, that's a good way of enticing people in and getting those bits out of them that you want to get. So yeah. There we go. So everyone enjoy the Sunday. Get out and enjoy the sunshine. It looks like it's finally here. It's really nice that the weather's great again, which can stay like this. So our summer event needs to be it needs to be sunny. That's all I'm saying. It's called summer market. Really, really, really lovely to see you and meet you in person. And I'll be seeing you in June. So thank you so much and take care and see you back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Bye-bye. Bye.